From what I see of the kind of Manosphere content, it poses as a return to tradition, but it's actually masking avoidant attachment tendencies. And how does it do this? Well, it kind of has this emphasis that masculine craves freedom and craves space, and the feminine craves the emotional comfort and chaos. And so it kind of gives a rationale for why the avoidant needs to get away from the anxious. And the truth is that the avoidant attachment style is an extreme attachment style, and the need for space and the need for non-commitment is not a masculine thing, but is actually it's actually formed in childhood. And so, but the thing is as anxious attachment people grow older and they realize that they have not paired off and they're still having the same rationale of, well, I just need my space and everyone's too clingy, and there's a little voice in their head thinking, well, is that it? Then the Manosphere comes in and says, well, you're not the problem, don't worry. It's all these crazy bitches. It's all these crazy bitches, and we got to return to you being the one that says what you want, which is space and freedom, and that's how the masculine works, you know. And it's like that's the thing about whenever we get into a belief system, people can use it to rationalize their dysfunction instead of taking what is good from that and kind of looking at how their behavior can benefit from. Oh, well, it's like we can really get into a heavy rationalization and distortion with what we start to believe, because we find ways to never look at ourselves. We find ways to never look at how we're the problem. We find ways to think, well, it's everybody but me. Everybody but me is the problem. And so my take on the Manosphere is a lot of avoidant men are attracted to it so that they don't feel like they're the problem, and then they can, instead of looking at themselves, they can absorb all this content that makes, you know, women the villain, or that makes kind of this really broad, you know, over assumption that masculine craves this, and it tends to equate the masculine with the avoidant attachment style. And that's harmful, because then what we're doing is we're limiting again an entire collective of people to something that is rationalizing what is actual avoidance of intimacy. So we just have to be careful. Like sometimes it is useful to have an empowering new outlook that helps you not see yourself as the problem, because seeing yourself as the problem is a problem too. Seeing yourself as the problem and having all that doubt will keep you avoidant from even going forward, because you think there's just something off with me. I just can't do it like other people can. I'm not normal. So, but I just wanted to share that because I feel as though it's not talked about enough, that there's a sense of avoiding yourself by kind of finding an ideological belief that makes you feel like, well, I'm okay.